Yeah, it's that time. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely day today. Today, we're talking all about my spring perfume tray. If you watched my spring stash video, then you guys already got a sneak peek into some of the goodies that are on my spring fragrance tray. This year, I have been very much into light, fluffy gourmands, effervescent scents, and milky and or bright tea accords. That's what this tray is giving today. So if you guys are interested in upping your spring scent game, y'all need to go ahead and tap in. All right, my lovelies, before we get into it, we're back at it with Ana Luisa. Mother's Day is coming up. She is fast approaching. And I wanted to go ahead and put y'all back on to Miss Ana Luisa because the shipping is fast. The styles are stunning. And they sent over this beautiful piece that I think is going to be perfect for Mother's Day. You guys know I have been wearing my medium hoop earrings from Ana Luisa in every video. They're one of my staples. I plan on getting my ears done again this summer. And I want to add at least 2 different holes to this ear, maybe 1 extra one in this one. And these are like the perfect base hoop for anything. I wear these to work, but I wear these out as well. They're nice and still dainty, but they still have a little bit of chunkiness to them. Y'all know I used to wear those like huge hoops, and every now and then I enjoy that. But for my everyday, just dainty jewelry repertoire, these are everything. If you are shopping for the mom in your life and she needs a solid pair of hoops, these are perfection. And they have them in so many different sizes to kind of fit what she'll love. I also love this necklace that was sent over recently. This is the Lev heart pendant necklace. And y'all, she's absolutely beautiful. It gives kind of this like almost childlike nostalgic keychain vibe. The chain is a link, and then you have this really beautiful solid heart-shaped pendant. I think that this is amazing to add to a necklace stack for that special mama in your life, along with like maybe some other chains, some other pendants. This right here is beautiful, and it just glistens. Like, I have been loving this. You guys have been seeing me wear this specific pendant in several videos recently, and that's where it's from. It's from Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa does beautiful gold plated as well as solid gold jewelry. Their prices are super duper affordable. The shipping is crazy fast. And of course, you guys know I also love that they're a carbon neutral company as well. They are doing some amazing sales for Mother's Day. I will have everything here for you guys, as well as pertinent links so you can go shop for Mother's Day. It's coming up quick, y'all. So if you're trying to get some new pieces for your mom, maybe you don't know what to snag, go ahead and get on it so you can make sure that you have those beautiful accessories to add to your Mother's Day basket. Let's go ahead and get into this spring fragrance tray, because when I tell you, I have been smelling good this spring. Like, one thing that I do want to talk about is my scent of the day, because I was planning on wearing one from my spring fragrance tray, but this order came in the mail like yesterday. I was not expecting to get it as soon as I did, and I just want to talk about it. Today I'm wearing Petite Gâteau from Odette Parfum, and I am absolutely in love with this company. This is an indie fragrance house located in North Carolina, and when I saw her website, I had to get into it. This one specifically is inspired by almond cakes and marzipan. This is a light, delicate almond fragrance that is perfect for those girlies that are afraid of almond. I am a gourmand girl, but almond gives me heart palpitations. Almond is often super duper strong and heavy leaning in that almond extract accord. And oftentimes I find that almond fragrances aren't nutty enough for me. They're more so almost like cherry-like and astringent. This one is so beautiful and delicate. I'm wearing her today on top of my Camille Rose Kupawasu Sweet Cream. First of all, the atomizer is stunning. I mean, beautiful spray. This has notes of cake, marzipan, It's light and it's fluffy. It has a beautiful vanilla accord in here as well. This right here tells me that this person, listen, Odette has a nose on her, right? She understands. This is the most realistic, like, marzipan almond cake fragrance that I have ever tried, in the most beautiful way. If you have been wanting an almond fragrance, but almond scares you, you need to get into this. I recently discovered this fragrance house and I'm obsessed. I think I might do just a video on Odette because, like, I opened my box, I sniffed the perfumes, and a tear fell from my eyes. And that sounds so dramatic, but it did. Like, it was the ultimate pretty girl dainty experience that I have ever had. And I actually, one of the fragrances that I purchased from her is going to be my fragrance that I'm going to take with me on my upcoming trip. This is absolutely beautiful. It's still perfect for spring. Like, it's light and it's fluffy, so it's not suffocating. If you want to wear a nice, sweet, cakey gourmand right now, this is a perfect one to take out. Next up, we have A Witch's Valentine from Source. I already spoke on several of these scents in a recent video, so I won't spend too much time on them. I've been in love with this fragrance for a hot minute. This is a beautiful raspberry, white chocolate, and rose fragrance. If you're someone who often struggles with either rose notes or raspberry notes, because sometimes raspberry can be a little off-putting, I think that this is a beautiful place for you to go to. She gets it right with gourmands. Like, she is really good at doing those really sticky sweet gourmands, but also really light, fluffy gourmands. This one falls in the category of light and fluffy. The white chocolate note brings in just a little bit of, like, that creaminess to it. The rose in this is sweet and petal soft, and the raspberry just brings everything together into the most delicious concoction. This was one that was a limited release for Valentine's Day, and she did end up making this scent permanent. So now you can get it year round. I adore this. If y'all don't get anything else, like, I feel like this is one of the safer bets to try out with Source outside of, like, Match Made in Heaven. And even that is a little, like, up in the air if you don't like matcha. I feel like this is one of the safer bets. But it's so fluffy and captivating. There's something almost a little romantic about this scent. Every time I put this on, I just feel pretty. And it's one of my favorite scents to pull out during the springtime. Sticking in that springtime, like, fluffier gourmand train, we have This Is Not a Love Spell. This is from her Lovers collection. And I recently picked this up. I did, like, a pretty extensive order of fragrances from Source recently because I look to Source for spring fragrances. Like, her take on the seasonal fragrance is so spot on, and I love the way she does spring. This Is Not a Love Spell is a beautiful blueberry jam and violet fragrance. The notes feature blueberry jam, violet, creeping ivy, star anise, lavender, and vanilla. You don't get too much of that star anise and lavender. They kind of, like, there's whiffs of it, right? That brings an aromatic touch to this fragrance. But you really get that blueberry jam, the violet, and the creeping ivy, like, sitting on this base of, like, vanilla meringue. It's so beautiful. It is a little bit jammy and tart, but it still has this beautiful powdery essence from the violet. And when I say powder, don't think baby powder, think of, like, makeup. It's not lipsticky. It still smells edible and like a meringue kind of way. It's really beautiful and fluffy, but still tart at the same time. This has been my everyday fragrance lately, and I mean, well, you can see that I have been thoroughly enjoying her. I love this fragrance. I picked up the 50 ml. I can see myself owning a 100 ml of this because it is absolutely stunning. Very much signature scent worthy. This is another pretty girl fragrance. This gives very much spring, fairy tale, talks to birds, and, you know, things like that. It's that. It's very much fairy tale, whimsical, but still pretty, bright, and put together. And then we have a little dose of honey. Listen, I love a honey fragrance, but a lot of honey fragrances do not work out well for me. Source got it right with the honey this time. We have the bees are flying, they taste the spring. And this right here, I think, is the epitome of spring to me. This is a honey-based fragrance. It's so spot on and so interesting and unique to be such a literal honey gourmand. This has Egyptian jasmine, honey extract, pollen, myrrh, iris, mimosa absolute, fresh cream, petrichor, and cedar. I love that she sneaks petrichor into her fragrances, right? It brings just this teeny tiny bit of earthiness that grounds everything, but not in a masculine way. You really get the creamy jasmine in here, the notes of the honey and the pollen, the fresh cream make this really beautiful, like, creamy, sticky honey sensation. This perfume smells equally sticky and effervescent. The mimosa flower, the mimosa absolute, comes in and really like brightens up the fragrance and lends this to almost an effervescent type feel. It is one of the most unique and interesting fragrances I own in my collection. In a previous video, I was saying how the only other honey fragrance that I've tried that I felt like was spot on was Bee from Ellis Brooklyn, but that one is so winter coated. It almost has like a chocolatey essence to it. And that one can give me a headache. This one, I never get a headache with this. It is so bright and sticky and sweet, but it doesn't go too far. If you have been looking for a honey fragrance, did not know where to go, cannot find something that really suits what you're looking for, I highly suggest trying this out. Like, you can see, I can't stop sniffing it. It's so addictive. I plan on pulling this out a little bit more because I feel like I don't wear it enough, even though I literally just bought it. But like, even the bottle, like the actual liquid looks like honey. It is stunning. We have the Things Unsaid, and this has been such a beautifully captivating, clean fragrance for me. This includes notes of spring rain, pink pepper, saucer magnolia, peony, raspberry, cotton, and cedar. This is such a stunning fragrance. I was not expecting to fall in love with this the way that I did. You guys know that I do tend to struggle with clean fragrances. A lot of them give me a headache, and so I have to be really picky with what I pick as far as the clean realm, and I do tend to like my clean scents to lean a little bit warm. This one has a touch of warmth, but what really gets me with this is that rainy petrichor aspect of this fragrance, right? This opens with a punch of soft, delicate magnolias, kind of catching the drops of rain during the spring. This is spring rain and florals. It's still bright and it has like the sunny aspect to it. There's something so pretty about this. It's very aquatic and fresh, but still very floral. If you like a really fresh, clean floral scent, because that cotton kind of brings it all home. The cotton is what really grounds this fragrance and makes it still lean into that like really clean linen type of scent. I highly suggest this. This is one that I wish I'd gotten a bigger bottle of. I got a 30 ml because I just wasn't sure. I will be upgrading this bottle at some point. It is so stunning. I have been carrying this around in my purse. So I've been wearing this out and taking it with me for touch-ups. And it's just so beautiful and clean. Like, it's one of those scents that people are like, someone smells good, but they can't really determine what this good smell is because you just smell very clean. It's the type of scent that deserves to be worn in the rain. Like, it's the kind of scent you want to get caught in the rain in. It is so beautiful, and I cannot handle how amazing this scent is. She created one of the most photorealistic floral rain scents I have ever encountered. If that sounds like something you would like, I highly recommend. Like, this just evokes the thought of like April showers and white linen dresses, you know, dainty, but still a little rustic and put together. It makes me think of picnics. Like, it's just so beautifully stunning. I love this. I am going to be visiting her studio soon, and I am so excited. There are so many fragrances I want to get my nose on, including her most recent collection that just came out, which is focused on meringue. I'm leaving with at least 3 bottles, y'all. I've been waiting for this. So I'm definitely going to be telling you guys about that. I think I'm going to vlog that trip. I'm not going to tell you when it's happening, but you guys will probably get a vlog out of that, and it will be lots of food and books and fragrances. I'm really excited. To that clean train. I picked this fragrance up last year after seeing so many people talk about it, and I'm really happy that I did. It's one of my favorite fresh scents that I've ever owned. It's just so fresh and clean and delicate. That's Maison Francis Kurkdjian 724. Here we go. Such a beautiful fragrance. If you're looking for something clean and fresh, I highly recommend. I love the cityscape on the inside of the bottle. This is bergamot, fresh linen, a little aldehydic. It's soapy, but in the laundry detergent sense of soapy, not like the body wash sense of soapy, if that makes sense. This also has a really beautiful sweet pea note in it as well. So it has a really soft, delicate floral finish on the skin while also having a bright, clean projection. It's so beautiful. I actually get quite a few compliments when I wear this because it's just so clean. It's a clean, put together scent. And I typically don't spend a lot of money on freshies, but this is one freshie that I will consistently pay the money for because it lasts so beautifully on my skin. It's bright. It just makes me feel good. So that's MFK 724. She's staying in my collection. One of my favorites to pull out for spring and summer. Especially on those days when I am really just desperately wanting to smell fresh. This is it. One of my favorite everyday fragrances right now. This is Leda Oris 22. I adore this fragrance. I decided to take a chance on Leda back during Black Friday of last year. I'm so happy that I did. This as well as Bourbon Brulee have been 2 of my favorite scents. But especially for the springtime, like this is straight up put together clean girl. This has some really beautiful light fruity notes like pear. But this also has a really beautiful buttery orris accord that I just absolutely adore. This sticks to the skin really beautifully, and it just makes you smell like the cleanest, but like sweetest woman alive. This also has a really pretty musk mallow accord. A lot of people are saying this is a marshmallow fragrance. This is not a marshmallow fragrance, y'all. Just because you see mallow does not make it a marshmallow fragrance, guys. This has a musk mallow note in it, and it is a very musky, but still slightly creamy scent. But that creaminess really does come from the orris butter. It is just such a silken fragrance. It smells like fruity, clean skin laid on a bed of cashmere. Like, that's the best way that I can describe this fragrance. It is the most put together woman that you have ever met. I like to use this in addition to the body cream. Y'all can see I have been using her. I love this body cream. This makes your skin feel so silky and smooth. And it carries that same fragrance. And this is just so decadent. I shower with the shower gel. I lay this on my skin with a body oil. Lather in this. And this, like, the lotion is even creamier than the fragrance itself. And then I just drench myself in the perfume. And I smell beautiful and light and delicate, but like, people can smell me. People know I smell good, and I smell that way all day long. I don't need to reapply with this, so I don't have to bring it for touch-ups. But this is just so beautiful. It's delicate, it's floral, it's creamy, it's sweet. If you want something that's just going to be that solid staple every day, this is definitely the one to go for. I feel like it's the safest out of the ones that I've shown you guys so far. I feel like this is one that is going to be more so universally liked amongst people that are looking for a really nice, like soft spring fragrance, I think this is a really great place to go. One of my favorite brands for gourmands in general is Calatinis. And these two fragrances right here are two of my favorites to bring into the spring and summer months. The first one is Pear Gelato. This is so delicious, y'all. And I wore this quite a bit last year. It is pretty strong. And this is straight up exactly what it sounds like. This has a really bright, juicy pear in the opening that blends into this really creamy pear ice cream. And then you also smell the waffle cone that it's sitting on. You smell the buttery cone along with the little bit of cinnamon that's mixed throughout. This very much evokes memories of my parents taking me to go get ice cream after dinner back when we lived in Virginia. One of my favorite memories. This makes me think of that. Like, it's very much the perfect ice cream shop scent. If you guys have been looking for that gourmand that's kind of going to bring back that little bit of nostalgia aspect, you want it to be something that's going to be good in these like spring months, because this is the thing, I live in the South. It gets a little icky during spring too. This is just absolutely beautiful regardless of the weather, but this specifically brings back memories of a certain time and place during the springtime, and I can't wear it in any other time. It's so beautiful. I highly recommend. Plus, these bottles will run you about $55 to $60, so they're niche but affordable. And then we also have Lemon Tart from Calatinis. I absolutely adore this one. I know this one has like mixed feels. I feel like everyone has that citrusy gourmand that they're just crazy over. I have several that I like, but this is one of my favorite ones to bring out during the springtime because the lemon in this is so bright and custardy. It gives off like a lemon meringue pie without that heavy, crusty base note. It's very much like a lemon curd, like a really creamy, buttery lemon curd with heaps of meringue that's just been lightly toasted on the top. It is really bright, but still smooth and creamy with that little bit of tanginess from the lemon. It's so beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite on the nose gourmands, especially from this fragrance house. It's just beautiful. I highly recommend if you love a good lemon fragrance. This is so bright and airy that I feel like this really plays with the spring air just beautifully. Yeah, y'all gotta get into Lemon Tart. Like I said, Calatinis is one of my favorite niche houses because of the fragrances, but also because of the price point. And last but not least, we need to talk tea. I have really been enjoying getting into tea fragrances over the last year. I've been adding more and more to my collection, and I love tea from like the bright, zesty, like green tea standpoint, but I also love like that rich, creamy matcha or like a really nice, creamy black tea type of scent as well. The three that I have here are phenomenal for this season, but I actually wear them kind of all the time. A recent addition to my collection is Nishane's Woolang Cha. Y'all, I am obsessed. I have been wearing this a lot for the spring. She's strong. This features notes of bergamot, orange, litchi, mandarin, oolong tea, nutmeg, musk, and fig. This is a really, really bright oolong tea fragrance. So you really get that oolong tea just kind of chilling at the top, right? You can smell it. It has like this almost grassiness about it. And it's like sitting on a bed of bergamot and citrus. But it's not too citrusy. I love that we have that mandarin and the orange and the bergamot that bring out these really beautiful citrusy facets. But then that's really grounded by the nutmeg, the musk, and the fig. You can smell every single note in this fragrance in the most stunning way. This is one of the most beautifully blended fragrances that I own. You can isolate each point of the fragrance while also just understanding that it's so well blended that it truly is just its own scent, you know? As this settles on the skin, you get more of that warmth from the nutmeg and the fig. It's really clean, it's really bright, and has a really nice sweetness to it as well. This reminds me a little bit of Melody of the Sun, but Melody of the Sun is much more sugary and sweet. This one leans more earthy and bright. I love this. Melody of the Sun is going to be like summertime all the time. This one is perfect for those really chill spring days. It gives very much spa. The tea in this just, it makes me so happy. Like, this is definitely an uplifting fragrance. So if that is something that you're looking for, I highly recommend. Also, this is just, it's beautiful. This is my first like foray into really messing with Niche. I know people really love Annie as well as 100 Silent Ways. Haven't gotten my nose on those, but this right here was definitely a good purchase. And then going into my comfort scents, even though it's springtime, I still like to be cozy. You guys see I'm very much like cozied up in like my white fluffy sweater. I still like to come home and be cozy, so I make sure that I have cozy fragrances to kind of lend to that as well. An oldie but a goodie. I don't use her super often simply because it was like a limited edition release. This is Matcha Meditation from Maison Margiela Replica. One of my favorite purchases of all time. This really got me into tea fragrances. This one features matcha tea as well as a white chocolate accord that I just find so creamy and beautiful. This right here evokes the feeling of being at a Korean spa or like some type of Asian spa, right? You're sitting outside in front of like one of the water gardens and you're drinking a fresh cup of matcha. It's so beautiful. It's sweet, but not too sweet. The white chocolate note in this just really lends to a creamy, cozy feeling. This, it kind of just covers you like a sweater. It's so beautiful. One of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Like I said, I treat her sparingly. Also, this is strong. Like if you put this on, it's strong. It doesn't dissipate easily, so you don't need a lot of this either. I adore this fragrance. Definitely one of my favorites. I think when this dropped, it was like a Nordstrom exclusive. And I'm so happy that I went out of my way to pick this up. This really put me onto the tea bandwagon. I haven't gotten off since. This is another recent addition to my collection. I've been eyeing this for a minute and it just sounded like what I needed. I've been wanting a like spicier milky tea fragrance. And so I was looking at Blue Madeline from Atelier d'Ors and I am really happy that I picked her up. Now, first off, can we talk about the bottle? Like how beautifully stunning is she? This is a soft, creamy tea with some smoky facets to it. So this obviously has that Madeleine note, but this also features bergamot. It features black tea. I think specifically Earl Grey tea. It is warm and smoky, comforting, cozy. This bridges the gap between being that clean white t-shirt fragrance, but also being that perfect gray sweater fragrance. You know, like this is something that can definitely carry you through spring as it has a brightness to it, but it is very much still fall weather appropriate. Like I would still bust this out during the fall when I'm feeling a need to just be comforted. This right here, it's giving aromatherapy. Like it's such a beautiful fragrance. It's a little creamy. It's the tiniest bit bitter from the tea. But you also have these really beautiful smoky accords that meld with that Madeleine note that makes this like a soft, touch sponge cake type of fragrance as well. This is not going to give you what Petite Gâteau gives. Like, this is totally different. This is like that smokier, more cozy, deeper essence, where this is going to be like that spot on gourmand. They do have a Maybelline fragrance as well, and that one is totally different from this. This is just, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I remember getting this and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I sprayed it on a test strip, and every time I walked by, I was like, something smells so good. And I realized I was walking by that test strip and that was what smelled so good. It smells absolutely beautiful. This evokes such a warm, cozy feeling for me, while also having that lightness that I like to have in my fragrances during the springtime. If you've been eyeing this, I would check her out. This is a beautiful fragrance, not just because of the bottle, but because the juice is truly, truly stunning. All right, my loves, I hope that you enjoyed this video. That is my spring perfume tray. Let me know if you guys want me to do these seasonal tray videos. I think it's fun to do. I like showing you guys what I have kind of curated for the season. And obviously I don't only wear these fragrances, but they are the ones that I really do bounce through the most right now. They are the fragrances and the things that are speaking to me. And y'all know, if I don't do anything else, I'm gonna smell good as hell. So you guys let me know if you want more videos like that. I think I'm also going to be posting some more routine videos now that I'm going to have the time. Of course, before you go, make sure you remember to check out Ana Luisa Jewelry. I will have all of the information for this coming Mother's Day sale down below if you still would like to shop and get some goodies for your mama, or I don't know, maybe treat yourself because you are the mama. There you go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.